code, YouTube, and on TikTok. We're streaming live, and we're going to be cooking some dinner tonight, so get ready and welcome to my live stream. I'm live on both TikTok and YouTube. It's nice to be here, and thank you for tuning in. We're going to have some fun. Feel free to share the stream on both TikTok and YouTube, and we're going to start cooking up in just a second. You're just joining? Well, I'm just starting, so you just tuned in at the right time. So hello and welcome. And thank you to be on your phone. Now let's have some fun with some cooking. Some cooking. Yep. Tonight, I believe, is a good night for me to make some pasta. If any. It's always a good night to make pasta. But what type of pasta? That's the better question. What type of pasta are we making tonight? Linguine. Linguine is the type of pasta we are making tonight. So if you're just joining in, we're going to be making some pasta. We're going to eat that pasta. We're going to hang out a little bit, and we're going to get the Tuesday night going with some chill vibes, just some food, and then maybe we'll go outside and play with some Legos. Regardless, if you've been watching and you saw last week how I played with some Legos, I talked to my nephew, and I have a verdict on who wins between the Bandit and Dr. Bombardo. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. We're going to be finding out later how that storyline ends. Because my nephew did tell me what he thinks would happen to Dr. Bombardo and the Bandit. But right now, we're going to be focusing on some cooking. Yep, linguine. And what else we got? Let's see. I'm getting out all the things I need for myself here today. So if you want to cook with me, now's a good time for you to get yourself ready, get yourself in the kitchen. Because we can cook at the same time. Maybe we can even finish our cooking at the same time we eat together. Who knows? It's the internet. I don't think it'll happen. Now I put just a little bit of water in the pot to begin with. You know, I'll heat up that water, but really the rest of the water gets heated up in this thing. But since this thing doesn't completely fill up this pot, I can only fill it up so much, so I'm gonna fill this up now, the kettle that is. Cooking pasta does not take that long, especially when you have a kettle that heats up that, oh hey Joel, nice to have you here. Yeah, especially when you have this pot right here, and that kettle working together, pasta doesn't take that long. So now I'm heating up some water on the kettle. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for joining. I see people have joined in on YouTube and on TikTok, streaming live on both platforms. Oh, thanks for saying you like the way I dress, Moss. I appreciate it. It's nice to have you here. Regardless, I like seeing that people are dropping in on both TikTok and on YouTube and commenting below and being part of the live stream. Be sure to push like and share the stream with some people. We're going to be cooking up a little bit of a storm soon. We're going to be making some corn, some pasta, and I think that's basically it. Maybe some more tuna. I tend to try to eat tuna, and I put it in a lot of things, even though sometimes it has no business being in those things. Regardless, I appreciate that you're here. We're going to be taking the tuna can over here and leaving it right there for right now. Now, that's not the tuna can. That was corn. Regardless, corn's now over there. If you're just joining in, I like seeing you. Thank you for joining in with me. Nice to see people leaving comments. Big Bang Theory, very handsome. Thank you, St. Potts, for saying that on YouTube. A lot of people are commenting. Oh, hey, Jamie. You're joining for the live stream. I don't think I've actually seen you in the live stream before in the comments. It's nice that you're here. Appreciate it. Oh, we got a lot more people coming in than what I expected overall. Normally it's pretty low-key on Tuesday nights when we do some cooking. But it's nice to have a lot of people here. Appreciate it. Like seeing the people in the comments being nice to each other and commenting and whatnot. It says that some comments were filtered already. I don't got my moderator in the room, but I wish corn had more nutrition benefits because corn doesn't have nutrition benefits. I always thought it was good for you. But Jewel over here is telling me otherwise. I think you might be right. I mean, we use corn in like all sorts of stuff too. I am not Jewish, but thanks for asking, Babe Ruth 140. And how tall are you? From Bianca, I'm 6 feet. I try to always make sure to answer these questions when people ask me things or say things, and sometimes I get a lot of them and I can't always keep up, but Andrew, nice to have you here. Vests on flannel is a really good idea. That's just my opinion. I'm in California, Rose. We're doing linguine tonight, Andrew. Linguine, and we'll be making some corn. No pizza, but actually pizza would be really fun. I kind of want to eat frozen pizza, but no, I'm not eating. We're waiting for the water to heat up in the kettle right over here, as you can see, in the corner of the TikTok feed, and in more of the center on the YouTube feed. You can see that we've got water heating up to cook ourselves some linguine. I don't know if this is good or bad, but it is creamy Alfredo sauce. It says it doesn't go bad till December 25th, or it's December 2025, December 1st. But I don't know. I can't really tell. I don't know how to analyze this to make sure it's in good shape for me to be able to eat. I do need to get s'mores next time I go outside. Yes. Nice. Yeah, Cali is definitely where I'm from. My day was pretty good. How was your day, Andrew? It is Cali, Miss Rose. Southern California. Taste it. Wine hasn't the best. Is my fly down? My fly is not down. But thanks for being appreciative of what? Oh, dang it. Oh. You did get me. It was really good. I used to live in Los Angeles, Koreatown. Oh. Yes, I have friends who live over there. I don't know if I should use this. I'm also thinking at the same time, maybe this isn't the best thing for me to use. Although I do like creamy Alfredo, it isn't always working out in my favor. Especially sometimes when it expires. You know what, maybe it's fine. We'll just heat it up extra hot, and that should fix it. You've got the water still boiling over here. We're going to cut this can pretty soon, and cut the can open, that is, and get that corn out of there and start cooking up some corn. We're going to be cooking the corn on the stove as well. If you're just joining, thanks for popping in. I'm live on YouTube and on TikTok. It's nice to be here. Thanks for being here with me. If you feel like watching other things that I've done, you can just look at my channel or look at my profile on TikTok and on YouTube, and just go through some of the short videos I have on how I do things. I like to cook a lot, so there are some other cooking videos on there if you want to watch something I've already done. But if you want to watch this, which I'm doing right now, we're just going to be making a very simple dinner with some wheat and some corn, and that's just going to be it. We'll also eat together, so if you still are on the fence, if you want to cook with me now, it's a good time for you to start up cooking, because you can also cook with me too, and we can eat together. Yes, it's nice to have all you fine people in here, and I appreciate having everyone here. Be sure to share the live stream if you think someone else would like to watch me cook. And push like and just be part of the moment. We have a good chat room, so let's keep it nice. Are you an actor? I can be if I really want to be, but I'm not actually an actor. Have you made from scratch before? No, but my cousin has, which, since we're related, in a way, I have. Or that's just how I feel sometimes when I want to take credit for things that I haven't done yet. Topping off hammer. But it's still talking on here. What else is there? Well, that's interesting. So I also have this one and this one. This one's different though. This one's roasted garlic. So should I do roasted garlic or should I do creamy Alfredo sauce? I think they're both going to be fine. They don't expire till 2025. They both have similar expiration dates. So if people want to throw in their thoughts on which one I should use, it's either the roasted garlic Alfredo sauce or the creamy Alfredo sauce. Very similar. You're sick, Andrew? That's not good. Yeah, I'm feeling the garlic too. Roasted garlic's always the way to go. I wish I had some diced garlic. Alright, so now that that's boiled, now I turn on the stove. The stove's now on. I take that hot water that I've heated up in the kettle, and I just pour that on into the pot, and the pot is now ready. Well, actually, the pot is not ready. It's still low on some water, and I should have already turned it on. So then the water that was in there was already boiling. So I'm going to actually add a little bit more water. Now that's the right amount of water for me to be able to make the linguine. But I also need to get out this thing right here. I'm going to have to use it over the sink. Yeah, you know. Trying to get out the things I need first to be able to make the cooking experience at least easier for me. Welcome everyone. If you're just tuning in, we're just going to be doing some cooking. We are going to be making some linguine, some pasta tonight, and some corn. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be part of the community. Follow if you want. My name is Benjamin James Medici, and I'm going to have some fun cooking. You can watch me do it right now the way I usually do it, which is just step-by-step, easy peasy processes. Okay, so it looks like we're going with the garlic. LA's finest tab. I guess you always make good food. I try. I do really try to make good food because I want to eat and enjoy my meal. But if you are just joining, I'm live on both YouTube and on TikTok. It's nice to have you here. I need to go grab a charger really quick. Oh, sorry about that, it only took a second. It's still, a second can be a long time, especially in a live stream. I appreciate those of you that have stuck in and just waited for me to get back on over here. That's weird. You just got a cable that won't reach, but it should. It really should. Well, regardless, we're still plugging this guy in right here. What is this? Well, we still got to plug in one more thing. But it's nice to have people in here. Canned corn and store-bought cream. Good food. Yeah, good food indeed. What type of work do I do? I work in the entertainment industry, Rose. Are you going to do Christmas lights tonight or Legos? We're going to figure that out in a second. But let's eat first. We don't got that much cooking to do, but I do need to figure out how I'm going to plug in one more thing. Oh, right. It's behind me. Perfect. Okay, now everything's plugged in, and if you're just joining in, we're going to be cooking tonight. We're going to be also hanging out a little bit. It's Tuesday night. Welcome to my live stream. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for pushing the like button. Thanks for following. Thanks for being part of the live stream in general. Feel free to jump in on the chats. We've got some nice people in here, so it looks like we're going to have some good conversation. Let's keep everything really civil. Miss Rose, actor, I can act. I don't pursue acting, but I have been in some things, so it's complicated, but I don't pursue as an actor. I don't go to auditions, and I don't have an agent. But, you know, I can do it if I want to, and I have had opportunities in the past. But right now, it's not about any of that. It's just about cooking together. And we're going to cook together. We're going to make some corn. I'm going to be making this pasta as well. And that's just going to pretty much wrap up dinner tonight for me. It's not going to take a long time to make these things. Any more Halloween candy? We will be eating definitely some Halloween candy tonight. We got a lot of Halloween candy left over. And even though it's not good for me, I probably shouldn't be eating that much Halloween candy. We're still going to do it anyways, because it's fun. I have a notification from people I won't talk to. That's great. I like it when my phone's trying to get me to go onto certain platforms that I really don't use that often. It tries. It does try. And it fails massively. We are opening a can of corn right here. That's right, a can of corn. Now we're gonna also put the can of corn on the stove. I'm just gonna get this thing open. This can opener is not the easiest one to use. It's one of those flat can openers. But it still works, gets the job done. Looks like we've got the water boiling, and that's about ready for me to be able to put on some ingredient. Well, did I get this? Yeah, I did. All right. So now that I've got the can of corn open, I'm going to get a little pot. See, a little pot, just like that. Little pot just for the corn. Oh, hey, Betty Knight. Nice to have you here. That's someone that joined in on the YouTube stream. It's great to have you here. I'm live on both YouTube and on TikTok. Different things are happening in the chat areas. And it looks like Miss Rose asked me how old I was. Over here on the TikTok stream, and I'm 34 years old. And that's right, I'm 34. I have this much life to live. So I got a lot of energy, and a lot of people are always in disbelief that I'm so youthful and whatnot. I actually look exactly the same as I used to look when I was 22. I have not actually changed in my facial or basically shape since I was like 22. So I look pretty much the same for the past 10 years. And I'm going to put this to a low temperature and get ready to put my corn in here. It's going to be corn and butter. That's really all you need when you make corn. And there's some liquid in here. So I'll pour that out. And that is fantastic. Now I've got the corn. Pour it out into a tiny little pot. Oh, the lid fell off. See that? Alright. Now we've got that taken care of. Oh yes, that water is boiling. Bubbling and boiling. And I think now's a good time to add some pink salt into the pot. The pot with this boiling hot water. If you're just joining in, we're cooking up a storm over here. Welcome to my live stream. I'm going to be doing some teaching. I'm live on TikTok and on YouTube. Feel free to follow the accounts. You can push like and watch some of my other videos. Right now we're just cooking together, and if you want, ask me some questions. And I pay attention to the comments as much as I can. If I miss your question, just ask it again. I'll get around to answering it. Let's see. We've got Andrew saying for dish towels. Thanks, Andrew. They are seasonal. We will be doing a little bit of Christmas decorating tonight, regardless. Don't worry. But I don't know if we'll be doing lights. But it is fun to break out some Christmas decorations a little bit here and there. And now that I've made it so that it's easier for me to walk around with both of these cameras streaming, well, it's just a lot of fun to set up in a different area of the house and just do some decorating. But it could be more fun to go out into the actual shed and to do something out there, because the shed is a great place to go to. It is a fantastic place to go. So now we've got some Montreal steak seasoning, and I know you're thinking, I'm not making steak. Which is right, I'm not making steak. But I like to use the Montreal steak seasoning on the corn. It's a secret. It's a secret that I got. It's going to give it a good zing. I do recommend it. If you put too much in, though, it's just too much. But it has a lot of stuff, and it's gluten-free. So I don't really know the gluten-free stuff or how that affects me, but overall, it has red peppers in it, garlic, onion, sunflower. It just makes sense. Like, it's something that you want to cook with. So I've added some of that, and the corn's in such a tiny little pot that I can just kind of mix it up this way. But I want to put something else in the corn as well. The corn's going to cook at a low temperature for quite a while. Because it's better off now. Now I know what you're thinking. What else can I put in the corn? What would make the corn better? Well, I need you to add butter, but I'm not going to do that yet. First, I'm going to add in some chunky blue cheese. And that's right, I like to put chunky blue cheese into my corn. I mean, you're watching me cook, and I'm just going to be real honest with the stuff I'm using. And some people are like, why use blue cheese? And they're like kind of against me doing it. And other people completely understand. Blue cheese is a required taste, especially chunky blue cheese. And I like to use that on my corn, when I'm cooking it in the pot, on the stove, in the tiny pot, specifically. But I'm going to keep that out because I also stir it actually. With the blue cheese in there, it is best to just stir it. Sometimes I just let it sit, but then it really gets concentrated in one area and it's just too much. So now the corn is mixed up with some salt, some peppers, some blue cheese. It's cooking on a low temperature, and it's just going to get nice and warm. It's not going to get burnt up. I'm going to put my attention now on this right here, which is where I'll be pouring in the linguine. You're just joining, we're cooking tonight, you tuned in at the right time. We're just starting off with the pasta. We've already actually started with the corn, but now we're going to move on to making the pasta, which is a linguine. The corn has some blue cheese in it, and it's cooking on this tiny little pot at a low temperature. But now is the time to make the linguine part of the meal tonight. Now I just take the linguine that I'm going to add in. The pot is boiling, and that's a good sign. Gotta turn that fan on. Just a low temperature right there. Now I slide in the pasta. Just like that. And I'm just gonna check some things. It says 4 to 6 quarts of water. That's what I got going on right there. Add pasta. Done. 10 minutes. 10 minutes it is. Let's set a timer. Now we're going to set a timer. Oh, here's my phone. So let's not get distracted. Let's just do one thing on my phone so I pay more attention to these live streams that are going on. It's nice to have you people here and I want to pay attention to it. So we're just going to do 10 minutes. And that's 10 minutes set right now. We've got this going on. Nice to have people here. I see people are still leaving me some comments. Let's see if I missed anything. Do I have a special love interest in what? Like a person? I'm not infatuated with any single person at this moment in time. I wish I was, though. I miss those good old days. I used to fall in love so easily. Yeah. It's not easy. It's definitely not. Especially since the internet kind of like just puts everything out there. The whole world's overwhelming with different things. And I don't know, you see a lot more fun when I just fall in love with someone on a weekly basis. There'll be somebody new. Now I have 2 wooden spoons that I'm going to be using to cook with today. This one will be for the pasta, which now I have the pasta stirred up. All of those pieces are under water, boiling up. Got that going on. We're going to put this one back that because we'll be using the roasted garlic Alfredo tonight. We also need some cheese. Yeah, we're gonna just grate up our own cheese tonight. That's going to be the best way to do it. I mean, I could just use Parmesan, but I really shouldn't be using Parmesan. What's my favorite bar in Los Angeles? I don't drink, so I don't go out to the bars. But there is a favorite bar. I don't know what it's called. I just know how to get there. What's my favorite restaurant in Los Angeles? What is my favorite restaurant? I don't know. I don't like to pick favorites, but I do like being asked the question. Andrew, that's a good question, and I think I should think on it, because I don't want to just blurt out something random without really feeling that way. But I would have to say, no, I have no idea. I'll think about it and get back to you. If you're just joining in, I appreciate you coming into the live stream, and I hope you stay to watch me cook. We're going to be making some pasta and some corn, which is actually already underway. Look at that. We're already working it. It's happening. We're doing it together. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time, too. We've got some cheese that we're going to grate up as well. We've got the corn cooking over here. The pasta looks like it's bubbling and boiling, which is exactly what we want. I'm going to give the corn another stir and just push it down. Now, it doesn't need to be on a higher temperature, but you would put it on 4. Why not, right? Kind of decided I want it to be a little toasty tonight. I'd love the corn to be toasty. We're still waiting for the pasta to get to its next point to where, you know, I don't have any meat steaming. Well, I guess it's happening. I'm making some more tuna. I feel like making this tuna on the stove in a pan. I'm going to move that back there. There we go. And that's on 4. This one's on low. Where'd that camera come from? Never mind, I found it. Thanks if you're trying to tell me where it was. And we're going to have some tuna on top of that. I mean, the tuna is going to be good. Oh, hey, I'm still here. It's nice to have you here. We're cooking once again, so it's nice that you tuned in as well. Appreciate having you here. Let's see. I'm paying attention to this live stream. It's nice to have people talking and being part of the chats. Yeah, you should cook with me if you want. What are the last 5 restaurants you ate at in Los Angeles? I don't even think I can answer that. I do like tacos. What's my favorite dish to cook? Steak. Love making steak. Oh, especially good one. But, you know, I think that my favorite restaurant might be Philippe's in Los Angeles. It might be. Or Cole's. Cole's is really good too. Opening this can of tuna takes a little while, but you know, it's worth it. Now that the can of tuna seems like it's open, which it's not. No, it is. Alright, gotta drain that out. That looks good. Tuna is now on the pan. Alright. And if you're thinking, you know, why am I putting tuna on a pan? Well, why not? Why not put tuna on a pan? Some of us really like when things are heated up. And tuna, though it's good when it's served cold, it can be really good if it's kind of toasty, you know? A little crunchy. Tuna crunchy, it is nice. I like it. But this is more about the pasta than anything else. But the pasta will now have some tuna mixed into it, which, you know, isn't completely unpredictable. As in, it's something that does sound like, or it's something that sounds like I would do. Yeah, I would do. So now I'm going to use some lemon pepper seasoning. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of that on the tuna. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that's perfect. It's a lot, but it goes the right direction. And then we're going to use maybe more pink salt. Yeah, pink salt. Let's do pink salt. And the pink salt's now added. That one I can use a fork with. Just kind of push things around. There we go. Now the tuna is cooking up nice and slowly at a low temperature. I don't want the tuna to burn, but I do want it to get a little crunchy and a little crispy. So I still want it to be hot, so it's at about a 3 on the stove. I don't know what that does for you and your cooking. If you're trying to do the same things I'm doing, I don't know if it's going to work in your favor, but you should at least try it. I mean, corn with some blue cheese dressing in it, and tuna cooked on the stove along with some green cooking in a pot. Some easy stuff happening over here. You can easily mimic what I'm doing. I do encourage it. Let's see. One night you should use... I should make meatballs. That's a good point. There is a lot of love for tuna here. Their mustard is so spicy. That's a good point, Miss Rose. Yeah. Gotta love Coles. Yeah, it is really good. It's hard to say which one's better. We're making pasta. What is a family favorite food of yours? Oh, lamb as you. I'm Armenian, so you said family favorite. Oh, join the team. Thanks, guys. I like seeing people are here, being part of everything, gifting and whatnot. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being part of the live stream. I'm cooking dinner right behind me. I should pay more attention to it, honestly, but I do want to always interact with what's going on in these, chat rooms. You can ask me some questions. I'll definitely take the time to answer them. If I miss it, just ask it again or whatever. Maybe tell me to look up. I'll try to answer every question that's asked of me. Sometimes I miss something. I apologize if I do. Regardless, it's great to have you here. Be sure to follow and push like and share the stream with whoever you think would also enjoy watching me cook. We're still cooking over here on the stove a lot of different things, actually. We've got corn over here with some blue cheese in it. We've got tuna over here that's just getting nice and toasty. And then we got linguine in the big pot right there, cooking up some pasta to make for myself. Yep, pasta. And if you're following me, oh wait, that's a good sign. That timer is set to 10 minutes. We'll repeat said timer one more time. But now is the time for me to check on how the pasta's been doing. Oh, that's a good sign. I think it's right. If you can pick it up like this, oh yeah. I should double check, so just gonna let that cool off a little bit. Some hot pasta right there, that's for sure. Oh yeah, we're good. I can take the pasta off of the pot, or I can take the pot off of the stove and drain the pasta. Some good stuff right here. Looks like Mikey Milwaukee just joined in. Mikey's the moderator. Shout out to Mikey Milwaukee. Thanks for being a part of the live stream, especially since you contribute so much with moderating. I appreciate you. You do a great job. Those of you who don't know Mikey Milwaukee, he goes by Manchild online as well, and he's a great moderator. He moderates a ton of different people's live streams. He's a great guy. give him a shout out, send him a message, maybe give him a follow. He's a good one. And thanks for being part of the live stream though. How long have you lived in LA? My whole life. My whole life, Rose. I haven't lived anywhere else. What's up, man? Max Putin. Yeah. I see the Harry Potter reference. I didn't know it's time. Yep. Now's the time for me to set this pot to a low temperature. That's what I got some pot. I just didn't want to forget about the butter. You still got a ton of different things to do, but not really. This is a very easy cooking process. I got some boiling hot water in front of me that I need to take care of. That's set to a low temperature. Got the pasta draining over here. While that's happening, you can use one of these knives and cut off. Oh, right. I never added butter into the corn either. So I'll add butter into the corn first. And then I'll add butter into that pot. And why not, right? I'm already putting butter in things. Why not put a little bit of butter into the tuna? It's going to make the tuna better overall. Making sure that everything's cooking on a low temperature on this side of the stove and on this side of the stove. Because we're at the point to where things just need to be wrapped up. And we're wrapping up the cooking process on both pasta and tuna and corn. We'll be actually changing up the tuna recipe today a little bit. And I want to melt that butter into it. First, you need to just stir it around. Also need to stir up the corn. Get that butter in there. The butter will melt slowly. Slowly but surely, the butter will be part of the corn and make the corn nice and tasty. Along with that blue cheese, it's going to come out quite nicely. I can feel that myself. Cooking with love, you can feel it when things are working in your favor. And I'm changing all this actually twos. Everything on this side of the stove is a 2, that side's a 1. I've got to put in a little bit, but not much, olive oil. Yeah, that's going to do a lot. That's going to go a long way. I see people are saying things on both of the... you made tacos tonight, Mikey? That's great for you. I love hearing that. Videos are awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Take it to you. Taking it. I do not live in Woodville, but I know people who do live in Woodville, I guess. I'm an Armenian that is from like the original. We came over during the genocide, which means we all grew up in East LA, in Montebello, because that's where the Armenian community was before Glendale. Oh, sorry to hear about that. I'm still here. You cracked your phone screen today? Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear about that. Batman, am I related to Kim K? Well, her aunt married into... We haven't seen it. I don't see the Kardashians, but Robert Kardashian's mom had a sister, and her sister... Wait, no, it was the other way around. Robert Kardashian's dad, his first aunt, married into my family. And Robert Kardashian used to come around back when it was like the 80s. I don't know. Ever since he's been dead, my family said they don't see it. My family's very good. It doesn't really matter. Regardless, all Armenians have some way of tying themselves to each other. So if you're Armenian, there's some way you can be able to tie to exist in the same realms as me and whatnot. And a lot of us really are somewhat related to some extent. But that's also why, you don't really want to date Armenian if you're Armenian. Feels like Italy now. Now, I got my linguine right here. It's been drained, and it's time for me to return it into the pot to add that melted butter and olive oil in it. And that's going to be how I start off, making sure my pasta is coming out right. Now, I've already opened up the can of roasted garlic Alfredo sauce. We're going to add that into this pot in just a minute. But actually, not quite yet. You know, I want to add a couple more things. Let's do the salt and pepper garlic. There we go. And over here, let's get out the banana peppers. Let's add banana peppers into this tuna mix over here. Oh, yes, this is feeling right to me. Okay, and we're also going to pour in some of this banana pepper sauce. It's going to make the tuna taste a specific way, more banana peppery. That's a lot, but I like to save this sauce because I like to use it on salads too. It's a nice thing to have. I don't have anything to make salads tonight, so we're not making salads. But we are focusing still over here. If you've said things in the comments, I'm definitely going to get to it in a second. But we're just cooking up some food over here, and I'm getting to the point where I'm almost done cooking, and I'm pretty hungry. So I'm looking forward to it. If you're just tuning in, thanks for being part of the live stream. And I do try to take the time to answer any questions that are asked in the live stream. So I will look back and make sure to answer your questions if you decide to ask me one. But right now, we've got the tuna cooking, and I'm actually going to heat that up a little bit more. That I've now put in some banana pepper juice in there. It's going to be definitely crunchy. I can feel it's cooking. All right, and then I have the tuna right here. Oh no, the tuna is good. We're double checking to see how the corn is doing. The corn looks like it's holding up really well. Now we gotta put our attention back over here on the pasta that's cooking. Now that's all mixed up. And it's time for me to add in some roasted garlic Alfredo into the pasta. I don't know. Did this say refrigerate after opening? Alright, well that's good. That's good to know. Just some more then. Alright, that's about half of it, which, I don't know, that feels like the right amount. So now I'm going to seal that up. Now that I've put that away, we move on to the next part, which is adding a little bit more of the chunky blue cheese into the corn. You know, there's never such a thing as too much chunky blue cheese. Now that I have the chunky blue cheese in there, that's going to be mixed up some more. Perfect. Okay. Now, that's the back burner. I'm going to put that at 6. That was another 10 minutes. Repeat timer. Let's flip around the tuna. Oh, good. The tuna looks good. Alright. We've got more cooked up over here. We have tuna cooking nicely on the stove. Like a 6. And then we have the pasta with that chicken Alfredo sauce in there. Not chicken Alfredo. Roasted garlic Alfredo sauce. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Mixing that up. Now, I don't really need to do anything else to the pasta. I just need to make sure it stays nice and warm. But we're giving it a good mix because that's what you do when you put in the sauce. You want the sauce to be warm too. And we're just going to put that at 4 while I'm stirring. Double checking everything as I go along. You can see that the pasta itself is looking pretty good actually. If you can see that. Ooh. Alright. So, now we will double check to see how the corn is doing. Corn looks like it's good and ready. In fact, actually everything looks like it's ready to be taken off. So I've made myself some corn with some chunky blue cheese in it, some tuna with some banana peppers inside and some banana pepper juice in there, and some linguine pasta with some garlic, roasted garlic Alfredo sauce. Now that I have all these things cooked, it's time for me to serve myself a dish. So if you're cooking too and you want to eat with me, I hope you're wrapping up your cooking so we can eat together. If not, you know, you're just going to have to watch me eat while you're still cooking. Or I can wait just a little bit. Maybe I'll go slow serving myself. Well, I forgot there is one more thing that I wanted to point out. Oh, whoa. The tuna is starting to pop, which makes sense. So I'll bring that down to a low temperature. And just shuffle that around. Oh yeah, because the tuna's starting to burn. That's why. Okay, that's not good. Alright, so I really gotta get the tuna on. Yep. Definitely gotta get that tuna on. But it's gonna be crunchier because it's definitely burning. Which is something that does happen to me quite frequently because I tend to cook the tuna on the stove. Or in the air fryer. Now we'll drop that to a low temperature too. Alright. And this back burner also to a low temperature. The corn is definitely done. And that blue cheese really does make it creamier, which is going to be fun to eat with the corn like that. Now, put the knife over here. The only thing I do want to do before I serve myself my pasta and my foods is grate up some cheese. Now the cheese is going to be substituting for Parmesan because I have a problem using too much Parmesan cheese. So I use other types of cheese when I'm eating pasta now. When I go out to dinner, I can use Parmesan at like some fancy restaurant. I'll use their Parmesan. But when I'm at home eating, I need to stop eating the Parmesan cheese because it just becomes me eating Parmesan cheese. You don't really see, you know, the food I'm eating when I cover it with Parmesan cheese. It really just feels like the meal is Parmesan cheese sometimes. If I eat pasta and use Parmesan cheese, I just use so much of it that, well, it's kind of pointless. It feels unhealthy. So because of that, I can't allow myself to use Parmesan cheese, at least in my own home, which isn't that big of a deal. It's more exercising self-control, and on a special occasion, I can. And that's really where it's at the end of the day. Me showing self-restraint, and then also sometimes rewarding myself. Now, I'm doing two different types of cheese, but both types of cheese are delicious. One is a Vermont white cheddar, and the other is just a white cheddar, not a Vermont white cheddar. But mixing them, I have done so many times in the past, and, oh wait, no, this is Swiss cheese. Not really. I love Swiss cheese. So I got some Vermont white cheddar and some Swiss cheese now mixed together for the cheese I'll be using on top of my pasta. And I feel like that's going to be enough. I love these little see-through little graters that I got right here. This one, you can really see how much cheese I've grated for myself to use. And I'm just going to use all this cheese. Why not? Any more reason to go out and buy more cheese. Gotta love cheese. Alright, so we've got that going on for us. We'll double check, make sure the tuna's good, which the tuna is still burned from when I last checked it, but it hasn't burned more, which is a great sign. And then the corn looks like it's good and ready. Yep, the corn's good and ready. And of course, the linguine pasta is still ready to come off. So we've got what we need in order to eat some dinner tonight. So now that I have myself a plate, it's time to serve myself. Once again, if you're still cooking, I don't know if you could finish up pretty soon, we can eat together. And if you just started cooking, well, get ready to watch me eat then, because I just finished cooking. I made myself a green, and we're just going to get all of that up. Actually, I think I might do this differently. Yeah, I'm doing this differently. Alright, so I'm going to use this bowl. And let's see, can both cameras see me? Yep, both cameras can see me. That's fantastic. Alright. Actually, yeah, I do. Alright. So we're going to get this pasta out nice and fast. There we go. And stove off on that side because the pasta has now been served right here. And then what I want to do, instead of just like having a plate, which feels very standard, but a little boring, I'm going to do something completely different. And I'm going to make this bowl that has the pasta in it already also feature some other things. So I'm going to put in some cheese. This is that first layer. I'll put it back right here so both cameras can see what I'm doing. I'm putting some light cheese on the sides because I want to serve. Well, now everything's on. Kitchen safety is important. I've shut the entire stove off and I'm just serving myself now. And I'm going to take some of that tuna, especially the tuna that has the banana peppers. Just going to slide that off and onto the side of the pasta. The left side of the pasta now has some tuna on it, and I'll save the rest of the tuna for another night, or a snack later on tonight. I love eating tuna. Sometimes it is good as a snack. I've got crackers, so it really does work out when I decide to use it as a snack. Alright, so now the tuna is added on to the top of the pasta. It'll make it a lot easier for me to eat everything. And I always feel like I'm eating on plates. It's nice to switch it up and eat on a bowl. Now I take some spoonfuls of that corn and add the corn to the other side, opposite of the tuna, so I don't mix all flavors. Even though the corn has some blue cheese in it, it's going to be fine. It's going to mix well with everything. And also with the corn, I don't use it all. I'll save some of the corn for another day or for a late night snack. Corn is also great as a late night snack, especially if I get it to be a little overly toasted. And then it's just crunchy and whatnot. Which it's just hard for me to do that. I have to actually put it in the stove or put it in the oven. I can cook it on the stove, but then if I put it in the oven for a little while, I can make it crunchy. And it's like really good. Now I have myself my meal. I have the linguine pasta, some corn, and some tuna. And now we're going to eat this together. Can't believe you didn't send me a personal invite for dinner, Miss Rose. I thought you weren't in the state. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Now that took 30 minutes for me to make, but I've been streaming for 54 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. I thought I started streaming with cooking, although it does actually make sense, because I didn't start cooking right away. Now I have all of this, and I have a bunch of cheese to use for when I want to continue to put cheese on my meal. So now I'm going to actually flip the camera around, and we're going to keep broadcasting, and you can keep watching me. You can eat with me if you want. If you're just finishing up dinner, well, I still got at least a little bit of things to do before I start eating, so maybe we can eat together, and maybe not. I love a good yap session. I like yapping. Oh, you live in Texas? I go to Texas every once in a while, I suppose. It's a nice place to go. Except the weather in Texas doesn't know how it wants to be. I've been to Texas a good amount of times to where I feel like the weather didn't know what it wanted it to be, which I thought was really interesting. It's like Texas is in a moment where the weather doesn't even know if it wants to be good or bad. I mean, it's good during the day sometimes, and all of a sudden it's like super hot at night. It makes no sense. Here in California, we have very consistent type of weather. When it's too hot, it is too hot, though. It's just something that happens. All right, now you've got to just lay with me for 1 second as I flip that camera. So I can sit. Alright. I just got lots of wires here. Yeah. There's a lot going on, but also not really at the same time. What we'll do, the power cables fell. Yeah, I'm going to have to charge these things. We'll also probably take down those Halloween decorations that are behind me. I don't really want those up anymore. But let's tilt this down so you guys can actually see the meal that I have in front of me. There we go. You can see the plate that I got right here. Looks better on YouTube than it does on TikTok. So I'll adjust the camera for TikTok. Just to see. I'm gonna drink some water. Gotta keep myself hydrated. I'm still here. So you said the community you grew up in is new? No. Well, no, maybe. Food in Texas is weird. What part of Texas did I go to? The part that has like this really old town. It's known for wine. Fort Lauderdale? I can figure it out. There's a video about it, I think. I posted a video of me in Texas earlier on this year in my profile that you can watch. It has the places I went to go eat. Yeah, I went to like, oh, now I remember. There's this huge hotel called the Gaylord Hotel in Texas, and I worked a convention at that hotel and got to adventure around. Oh, and then I went to San Antonio. That's in Texas too. And did the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk was really cool. I got lost, but I didn't really, because like it's actually a very simple Riverwalk. Okay, almost there with the framing, getting it ready. Dang, guess I can't win on both fronts. There we go. Just getting some things out of the shot. And we're good. We're just going to move the YouTube camera a little bit. Okay. And now I'm ready to eat. Are you ready to join me to eat? Something's weird. What's wrong? Oh. Hold on. One more thing. So, TikTok, you guys can see me really perfectly. Give me one more second. Okay. All right. And now I'm good. Like there was just some slantedness going on with the YouTube camera. It's nice to be streaming myself live if you're just tuning in. I try to answer as many questions as I can from the people that comment in the comment section. But right now what we're doing is we're going to be eating. I'm going to be eating my dinner. And if you want to eat with me, you can eat with me too. I just finished cooking and it was nice doing it. I hope you enjoyed if you were watching that long into the stream. And now we're moving on to the eating part. But if you are just joining, be sure to follow, share the stream, and be part of the community by pushing like and just checking out my other videos on both YouTube and on TikTok, because I'm streaming on both of those platforms right now. And the chats are different in both, so sometimes I'm answering questions related to someone who asked it on YouTube, and sometimes I'm answering questions in the TikTok. It can get a little confusing sometimes, but for the most part, it's all the same type of questions, and it does get repetitive. Poker93 asked me if I'd rather fly or teleport. Well, teleporting seems really, really cool, but flying feels like it would be a lot of fun to do with people. I'd probably be a flying person. What is your profession? Oh, I'm a multimedia artist. I freelance in the entertainment industry. I have and will always just do every job. I go from job to job, and it's nice, it's fun. Adding more cheese now. This is gonna be good. I can feel it. Oh, I can check the fan off. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. How are you? Thanks for joining me. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We're going to be eating some dinner. Let's eat together. I'm eating some pasta, some linguine pasta with some corn. It's drenched in some blue cheese. And some tuna. It has some banana peppers in it. Yes, tonight's dinner was unexpected. Oh, that roasted garlic, really good. Everything's still nice and warm, which is what's really important when it comes to eating a warm meal. My favorite part of LA, probably Pasadena. It just makes sense. When you say LA, you mean LA County, or do you mean LA like downtown LA? I feel like I should get a knife. I don't want to get a knife. No, I'm hungry, I'm eating, I'm having a good time doing it. Eating hours. Oh yeah. That corn came out real good. What's going on here? Oh, okay. What is my favorite part of downtown LA? Okay, county, yeah, Pasadena. My favorite part of downtown LA? I would say my favorite part of downtown LA is Spring Street. That's what I like. I really do like walking down Spring Street. There's a lot of really fun things on Spring Street. The last bookstore is on Spring Street. I don't go to downtown LA anymore. There used to be a lot to do. I forgot what I used to do. Oh, there was like a hookah bar that I liked going to on Spring Street. There's also that 24-hour cafe that ended up not really being that good, but was really good when I was younger. Oh, 7th and Figueroa? When did you used to work there? At Morton's. I have spent so much time on 7th and Figueroa because I have friends that live there. So, If it was 10 years ago, there's a chance I ran into you. Yeah, I was around there at the same time as you. How good is your dinner tonight? Thanks for asking, Andrew. My dinner is delicious. This is a fantastic meal. And I'm happy that I have all this cheese that I can add onto it. Good, I've caught up on what I think is all the questions that have been asked of me so far. Yeah, I should scroll up and see if there's any questions I missed, but you can also just ask again if you ask me a question and I haven't answered it yet. Since I'm in the middle of eating, if you really are burning to get an answer to that question, and you don't want to wait for me to just read the comment later, you can ask it again and I will answer. Like the border girl. Now, that is a great question. How do people go live with less than 1K followers? That is a great question. I cannot answer that question, but I have been approved to go live for 180 days, as TikTok has notified me. On TikTok, I just kept asking, when could I go live? And I was approved to go live on YouTube. And I was sitting down to go live on YouTube for the first time, which I did go live on YouTube. And I went on live on YouTube to talk about how I could go live on TikTok. And I thought I was going to be making a video about how I could be live on YouTube, but I can't be live on TikTok, and it didn't make sense why. And then TikTok just approved me. I don't know how it ended up happening, but they just gave me 180 days to go live on TikTok. And it just so happened to be the same day that I was going to go live on YouTube and talk about how I'm not allowed to go live on TikTok, but I want to. And also, you know, make some videos to try to get more followers, to try to get to 1,000 followers, so I could go live on TikTok. And, like, I still don't understand why they're letting me go live. But last year, in January, I had a different account. And I had to restart my account because of violation purposes that they never clarified for me. But I was like 50 people away from having 1,000 followers so I could go live on TikTok. And I remember I was waiting for the ability to go live, and then I think, oh yeah, there was also something that happened where I didn't pass the I could clarify that I was a real person thing. There was like 3 different times that I tried to go live on TikTok when it was like telling me I could, but I needed to verify that I was of age and a person, and I failed those verification processes. And then a month after that, my account was banned, which makes sense now that I think about it, because I probably also looked really sketchy when I tried to go live and I couldn't verify that I was a U.S. citizen of 18 years plus. Oh, hey, Joe, it's nice to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. We finished cooking. We've already made dinner, just so you can see it. Oh, and everybody else that's just tuning in. Joe's just someone that comes back pretty much daily, so I gotta just shout out to him. Appreciate having him here. And Joe, this is what my dinner's come out tonight to be. It is corn with some blue cheese mixed with it, along with some tuna, toasted on the stove, with some banana peppers in it, and linguine pasta with some Alfredo and garlic roasted sauce. It didn't say it was creamy, but it definitely is creamy. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Thanks for calling me a good guy. Reminds me of what my grandpa used to say to me. He used to tell me how good of a boy I was. Up until he died. He had dementia. So the last days that he was around, he would always recognize me, and he would always brag about how good I was. I still don't understand how dementia works, but your brain is like selective with memories, and then some things just like slip, and you don't know who some people are, and you don't know what's going on. And boy, Have I seen the bad side to that? That disease sucks. Which is why every year I make a sizable donation to dementia research when I do my taxes. And that's true. Yes, the Christmas tree's already up in the other room. We did a live stream where I set up the Christmas tree. The fake Christmas tree took about 10 minutes to really set up, but, you know, then there was me spreading it out, and I made it take longer than it usually does. Yeah, dementia sucks. Marissa, that's a good question. I am 34 years old. Yes, but maturity-wise, probably 27. Doesn't mean that I'm not that mature, but, you know, I'm just saying. If you're just tuning in, we're just eating dinner right now. Some linguine, and some tuna, and some corn. I'm going to be adding more cheese. Got some Swiss cheese and some Vermont sharp cheddar cheese. I know those two cheeses are very different. And mixing them, well, it might not really work out, but it is working. How old are you? Oh no, not 27. I am not 27. When was the last time I went on a romantic date? And the other question asked by Andrew, any plans for Thanksgiving this year? Oh, July plans for Thanksgiving. I'm going to my uncle's. I'll be driving my grandma. Yeah. She can't drive that far. She's 96 or 97. Oh wait, no, she's 98. So she's an old woman. And she can't drive that far, but she can drive. She just shouldn't drive to Thanksgiving. So I'm going to drive my grandma to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is going to be fun. I hope you have good plans too. And yes, there's never too much cheese in things. Thanks, M Dash. But Rose will answer your question now. When was the last time you went on a romantic date? Wow. Like a romantic date with someone I've already like met and maybe gone out with before? Maybe 10 years ago? Maybe more than that? Romance is hard to find, and dating is definitely getting harder every year, it feels like. Well, it's easier now than it was before I was 28. It was kind of weird. You know, as a male, when I turned 28, it started getting easier to date. And it was like super hard before that. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, I guess I'm sorry about it too, but I wouldn't want to rush into anything that wasn't made for me. So at the same time, I'm okay with continuously looking to find that right person rather than just settle or just whatever, you know. I want to make sure I'm actually taking care of myself. The last date I went on that the girl showed up was on January 18th, 2023. The reason I know that, it's in my calendar. I write down all these things, and I can keep track of when I last went on a date. And it was from 2023, about a year ago, in January, on the 18th. I didn't know, at 7 o'clock. Yeah, I was asked that recently too, and I always try to keep track of that stuff. But to be honest, I couldn't keep track of most of the times that I went on dates and stuff. A date before that, I can answer that question too. Well, with a different girl. That one was one girl that was like the third date. But the other date that I went on, which was a long date story, but that one was on August 12th, 2018. Sometimes I just don't get a date, but my average is one date a year since I turned 20. That does not include getting stood up there. What restaurant? Or is that question already answered? Yeah, the last time I did go on a date there, Who's in that? The youngest I date, 10 years younger than me, 10 years older than me. It's the youngest I'll date. Because that just feels like it's a good standard to live by. 34 years old. Well, for this month. And then I turn 35 at the beginning of next month. 10 years was a scary first two words. Yeah, I mean, 10 years is the most, but I'd prefer not to do 10 years. But if it happens, it happens. But 10 years is the most I will. Like, I'm not looking for someone that's 10 years older than me, or 10 years older than me. I'm just saying what I'd be okay with. And 10 years is the absolute max. Preferred 8 years. 8 years difference is kind of preferred, because that's what my dad did. Oh, hey, JC, my day went well. I hope your day went well, too. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Lots of people jumping in on both TikTok and on YouTube. I appreciate everyone being here. We're still eating dinner, but we'll do another activity when I'm done eating. The linguine, the tuna, and the corn actually turned out to be a great meal. I'm having a good time eating, and it's nice having all you guys here, so please feel free to follow and subscribe, be part of my community. Be sure to comment, and I'll try to answer your questions. Also, feel free to watch my other videos and share the live stream. We're just having fun tonight, so if you want to share this with someone that you know would enjoy it, right now we're just eating, so it's basically a mukbang. Yep, and we're eating some good food. Oh, and things have already started to also, the force be very little. How old do you look? Marissa? I don't know. Oh, what's up, man? You can't stay. Oh, thanks for wishing me the best, Josie. It's nice to have you here. It's nice that you dropped in just to say hi and spread some likes and be supportive. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. I hope you're taking care of yourself tonight and that you don't have too big of an issue why you can't tune in, but I'm sure it's a very productive thing. Oh, thanks for the dinosaurs. They look real cute. Oh, the steak I made at my parents was really good. Oh, it came out deliciously. Thanks for joining the team. Being part of the community. But the steak that I made with my parents the other day, oh man, I'm so thinking about it. I love making steak. Some of the best meals I've made, by far, meat meals, of course, and steak is at the top of that list. Now, if you're confused at all watching either of the streams, I try to repeat people's questions because I'm live on both TikTok and on YouTube. And the chats are actually different in both. So, if you feel like you don't know what I'm talking about, well, I'll try to clarify best I can. But there are things happening in both of the chat rooms. Yeah, the roasted potatoes did look really good, Joe. And they turned out just as good as they looked. How often do I shave? Very often. I grow hair really fast. Does anyone want to guess when I last shaved? It was yesterday. And this is what I got going on. Yep, my hair grows very fast. I'm actually very proud of it. Because it's a family gene, it's a meaning thing for us to be able to grow hair this fast. And to be honest, my hair grows so evenly. It feels like I put a lot of effort into it. I don't really put a lot of effort into it. It basically takes care of itself. I keep it tidy, but, you know. I did not get a pig, I got a bowl instead. You can't grow a beard? Oh, it's a native side. Okay, well, I hope one day you do have the ability to grow a beard. It is a fun thing to have. I can do this for work. Well, I mean, I'm doing this because I can do it, and I need to. To be honest, I work in entertainment, and it seems like the entire industry is falling apart. So everyone needs to start doing other things, and I need to try to figure out what's going on, because technically I'm not doing enough. And I'll only be able to sustain this lifestyle for so long unless the industry course corrects. And if the industry doesn't course correct, and I don't have the jobs that I normally do, which aren't in front of the camera, I'm normally behind the camera, then I need to switch to being more in front of the camera, because I feel like I could also lucratively make that something that I make profit from. So I might actually be doing a whole lot more on TikTok and on YouTube, trying to get myself to have more of an established presence so I can make more of an income using those streams of revenue that are more social media based. I really don't know. I just want to have fun using these platforms, and it's fun for me to go live. So we're just doing this for a good old-fashioned fun. Also, I like talking, so I'm a win-win on both those. And, you know, it's a good way for me to get to know random people all around the world. Maybe there's someone from Australia this year. If I wasn't broadcasting to myself live, I wouldn't have interacted with someone from Australia. It's a nice thing to have. There might be people from a different state or a different country in the chats right now. We just don't know about it. Look, see, you're in Texas. Dash is over there in Texas. That's great. It's nice to kind of have that unity, because also at the same time, the world's a big place, and I want to feel like I'm partaking and being part of it the best I can. So being a streaming person, it makes sense to me. When you're in Ohio, that's fun. Ohio seems like it would be a fun place to. It does seem like, you know, cowboy America. But so does California. California has that going on for it too. And so does Texas. New Hampshire. Great. I love that people are saying where they're from. Vegas, yes, nice. Washington State. Joe, you're up in Washington? My sister went to college in Washington. I've been to Spokane, Washington. Oh, that's nice to hear. Ronnie 420. My videos make your day a little bit better. That's always good to hear. What am I passionate about outside of entertainment / work? That's a great question. What am I passionate about outside of entertainment / work? I don't know. I'll have to think on that one. New York. Yes, we have someone from New York. I'm Armenian. Mary. Thanks for asking. But 100% Armenian. Middle Eastern. So they all kind of fall into the same place. Oh, what's for dinner? Oh, it's nice to have you back. So it is linguine, corn that was mixed up with some blue cheese, some chunky blue cheese, and then we have some toasted up tuna that was cooked on the stove as well. And that's what we're eating right now. We're finishing up actually the meal pretty fast. Soon we'll be on to an activity, and we might be doing some decorating. We might be doing some Lego building. I don't know. It's whatever we feel like doing after this is done. Thanks for saying I have a nice style. I try. You're from the UK. Thanks, Strawberry Bunny, for chiming in on YouTube. Luna is too. Yeah, she watches the live stream as well. It's nice that you guys both tune in, and I'm happy to have you here. I like that you guys are from the UK. It's nice to have some fans over there. And to just be, broadcasting myself and being all over the place. Yum. Yes, you gotta make those potatoes with your boyfriend. They're worth making. It's basically like chips. Like my dad was saying when I was done making and he was eating them, he liked the ones that I cut really thin. And when you cut a potato really thin, you are making chips, basically. So it just becomes really crispy. So if you cut them really thin, they just turn into chips. But if you cut them like a little thicker, then it's still like potato-y, and you still got that feeling. Now I'm mixing up that linguine with that tuna, and honestly, it's working really great. Very delicious. Oh, that is so delicious. Throwing on some more cheese on there. I still got a lot of cheese. I'm not going to use all this cheese though. Definitely going to have a lot of cheese to wait hard to use later. Maybe I'll mix it with the tuna and save it for another day. Man with a nice nose. Thanks again. I love hearing that. How am I doing? Well, how are you doing? We are eating some linguine, some corn, and some tuna mixed up in this nice bowl right here. Dinner for me tonight is that. Oh, I gotta get myself some more water. Hold tight. Yeah, there we go. Just responding to text messages, but not really. Now we're finishing up the good meal that we made ourselves tonight. I feel really good about broadcasting now. I feel like we're going to have some more fun. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, but I do plan on stopping to be, responsible adult and to go to bed early. But we're not stopping for at least another hour. So if you're just tuning in, we're just finishing up the eating part. I'm getting ready to go on to the next activity tonight. But still got a couple more bites left. The cheese that I've mixed up in here and everything. Oh, just made this meal so magical. That's the thing about food. Delicious food feels like weird magic. Just there is corn in here. And you can cook and clean and be made with some. I can cook and clean too. And do laundry. I do those things pretty well. I want you to cook and clean for yourself and do your own laundry. Oh, Carissa, I made myself some linguine, so pasta, added with some corn that was cooked with some blue cheese and some tuna. And all of it came out really good. And it's nice to have you here. First time corn, not recycled. But next time I eat, it'll be recycled leftover corn. That's for sure. Do you have any plans tomorrow? Or just working? More work. Or hopefully. Really, I'm on standby all the time. So I never really know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing the next day. Or if I'm actually going to be working the next day. It's the thing about working in the entertainment industry that sucks right now. But overall, pretty much been a freelancer my entire adulthood. I've signed with some companies and been on staff with a couple of different companies, but for the most part, I freelance. And that's just kind of like how it feels. It's a day-by-day thing, sometimes for a couple of weeks. And yes, I am in California. Can we play a rose in a thorn? Best and worst part of your day, like today? My best part of my day, this is gonna sound weird, but waking up is the best part of my day. Because also I woke up and was able to kind of go back to sleep. I woke up at like 4, and then I went back to sleep. And the best part of my day wasn't really in the day, it was in the sleep before I started the day. I know it sounds weird, but it's very true. It was one of those types of sleeps that you feel really well rested, but you also had a good dream. And that happened to me today. And I really would have preferred to stay in the dream, but I knew it was a dream that wasn't real. I don't know, Seth. I have no tips on that. Oh, my friend Jeff might though. And just reading what's going on here. The production industry in sports. That you need to go with your feelings on that. Like, if you should be freelance or salary, sometimes, as someone who speak of experience, when you go salary, you make less than the guy that's the freelance. I've gone salary a couple of times where I ended up taking a huge pay cut. And that's okay too, but if I stayed as a freelancer, I definitely would have made more. But I also would have had less job security and not gotten insurance. Because that's the whole thing. You gotta weigh your options, figure out what you want to do. But the sports entertainment side of the industry, I don't have a lot of experience in that, so I don't really actually know what to tell you. It's the best option for you. You're just gonna have to feel it out. Yeah, we're gonna take it down some of that Halloween decor. I'll be gonna add up some Christmas decorations in just a second. Just finishing up the last. Looks like I got 3 or 4 more bites left of this dinner, and I've paced myself while eating, so I'm definitely not gonna have a stomach ache after this. I'm getting older, so I can't eat super fast all the time. Good luck to you, man. Feel free to stay and follow the stream, follow my accounts, be part of the community. But feel free to ask anything you want because I'm here for you. You can cuddle, I guess. Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't really experienced a whole lot of cuddling nowadays. Oh, except for when I was like a little kid. That was when it was best to cuddle, when you were tiny. Now that I'm an adult, I'm like bigger. But it was really fun when you were like a really tiny kid and you used to cuddle up. Because like, you were just small enough to always fit on a couch or on a bed, even if there was barely any room. But I always find it like, I'm sorry, I lost train of thought. Because I'm trying to finish up my dinner. Yeah, I guess I do prefer to be a little spoon. The food does look good, thank you. It really did come out really good. And it tastes delicious. And taking those last bites is always wanting me to have more, but I really don't want more. I think I got the right amount. But you know the dinner's good. You can take the last bites. And you just want one more bite. It's not going to be there. I think I make the right amount of food. It's always really hard to cook for myself. When I first started living by myself, or when I first started living on my own, at my parents' house, and cooking for myself, I was only living by myself. I'm still not living by myself, but regardless, it's hard to cook for one person. And I still have a hard time doing that sometimes. And this is a strange situation where I actually made enough pasta just for one, which is me. And I feel like I'm not going to be wasting any food tonight. The tuna and the corn, I do have some left over, but that's easy for me to repurpose. Thanks, Miss Rose. It's nice to have all these people saying great things, being part of the live chat, and both of these platforms, TikTok and on YouTube. I appreciate everyone coming in. We just finished eating dinner, but don't worry, we still got things happening, so if you're just tuning in, you can still stick by and watch me do some stuff. I do got to take down some Halloween decorations now that that was brought to my attention. You know, I'm streaming pretty frequently, so I wouldn't want to have the wrong holiday be up the whole time. Plus, we don't have any Thanksgiving decorations, so we're skipping straight to Christmas. Pulling down some things and putting up some Christmas stuff. Man, I drink all that water. I'm gonna have to put this in a Ziploc bag. You know, I'm gonna have to turn the camera back around just for another second because I want to put some things away in the refrigerator, so I don't have to do it later. Then we can go on to an activity. It's only 9:25, and we still got a little bit of time, so we're gonna have some fun tonight and just relax a bit. Alright, so right now, just gotta put some things away. I got myself some Ziploc bags. Definitely gotta put this in the sink. Yeah, adding water to the pot, so the pot can soak, you know? It's easier for me to clean the pot if the pot's soaking in some water overnight. Needs enough water for that pot. But I got myself a tiny little Ziploc bag right here. The sandwich size Ziploc bags, which are great for putting some grated up cheese in. I can use this cheese later, definitely. Just open that up at the end so nothing spills out. I'm a real risk taker right here by doing it just over the floor like this, not over the counter. If I drop any of it or if any of it falls, I'm definitely gonna have to sweep. I'm gonna have to sweep anyways. It's not that big of a deal. But now I've got some of that cheese that I love to eat. Ready to go into. Oh wait, gotta put these into the sink. I don't really feel like doing dishes tonight though. That's not gonna be part of it. We're not doing dishes together. We should do some Halloween. Tear down some of that stuff. Go and see what we could bring into the house, the Christmas decorations. Maybe we'll do some Christmas tree lights. That does make sense, actually. I mean, I didn't want to do it tonight, but I kind of just want to. I mean, it's that time of year, right? Now, the next one is... Perfect. We use that one for the tuna, this one for the corn. Yes, I made corn in this tiny little pot, and just taking that corn, pushing it into the Tupperware, just like that. Oh yeah, that feels good. Fits perfectly. That's what feels good about it. Seal that up. That is ready to go into the refrigerator and we'll be eating maybe later on tonight if I feel like doing a midnight snack, or maybe tomorrow. I'll just have to wait and see. I just hope I don't waste it. I don't like wasting food, especially since I have a grandmother who grew up in the 1920s, which is, you know, the Great Depression type of crap going on, where just stories of how they ate like rotted vegetables. People that grew up back then, they got some real good stories. Yeah, you know. Alright, now the tuna is ready. And put into the Tupperware. And I think I'm just gonna scoop that on up. And then pour that into the tuna Tupperware. And there we go. And we've got tuna. Perfect. And cleaning up my mess after, cooking in the kitchen is always important, but the most important thing is packaging up all the leftovers to keep those another day. You don't want to be wasteful. All right. We're just going to check some text messages. Oh, yes. Yep. Nike Milwaukee, I read your text. You're right. Thank you for observing. And then when it comes down to just me in general, where you can see me online, I am streaming live on YouTube and on TikTok right now. Feel free to follow the accounts either on YouTube or on TikTok. You can also check me out on Instagram. Now, I don't actually broadcast or live stream on Instagram. That's just a choice that I've decided to make because I mainly use Instagram personally and not so much, it's kind of like AIM to me. If you are familiar with AIM and growing up in the 90s, it's basically how I use Instagram. It's just basically to keep in contact with other people and have conversations going on that are outside of my text messages. But regardless, right now, we're going to move on to the next aspect of the live stream tonight. If you've been watching, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining, and thanks for subscribing and liking, and also for following if you've been doing those things as well. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. And we're moving on to the next part of the live stream, which isn't eating or cooking anymore, even though that is really fun. We'll probably continue to eat some. I mean, why not, right? I'm just unplugging these cameras, which are both the iPad and the iPhone right here. We're just gonna flip this around. Yeah, and right now I am actually going to just work on this door. We're going to be taking down some of the Halloween decorations because I actually do kind of like that. There's a project that I did want to do that's in a shed. Maybe we'll go out there. I don't know. At the same time, it actually does make more sense to get some of this Christmas stuff going because it's great to decorate for Christmas and then have all the stuff up for a while because Christmas can feel really short, especially if you decorate last minute. But this year, I've got to get the Halloween stuff kind of up. I mean, I could leave some of it and kind of do Nightmare Before Christmas kind of things, but I really don't want to. I want to just have some nice Christmas stuff. But I don't think I have anything to put on the door. But it would be nice to get some of this Halloween stuff completely done. Halloween 2024 is officially over. I don't know. No reason to keep all the stuff up. But we've got a whole bunch of Christmas decorations that can come out. And honestly, I don't have that much Christmas decorations, so if I really wanted to, we could probably hammer it out all within probably 40 minutes. There's really not that much Christmas stuff. No, I don't have a ton of Christmas stuff, but we do have a good amount of Halloween things, which we're just going to start to assemble. This is basically trash right there, but checking the door, making sure that all got off the door nicely. This is the dog that we had for Halloween. It is nice to just kind of pull out the Halloween stuff, put it on the table. It'll find its way back to where it deserves to go. But right now, actually, we're continuing to do the front area with the Christmas stuff, but I have to take the trick-or-treat sign down. And the haunted home welcome mat. That's also something that you could finally get out of. The welcome mat and the haunted house mat. The trick-or-treat sign, getting some of this stuff out and not really keeping it around. See, that does it for the front area at least. And now I gotta move this camera again. We're probably gonna focus on the tree. But we're not gonna put everything on the tree because it's not, don't forget the doormat. What doormat? Oh yeah, I took down the doormat. But we are getting some of the Christmas stuff out. In fact, just change this angle altogether so you can see some of the Christmas decorations we got. Dang, shouldn't drop these again. No, I hope they don't fall. No, but I'm gonna back this up so you can see, and we're putting all of the old Halloween decorations on the table over there, and the island's gonna be a good staging area for me to put down all my Christmas decorations. Yeah, the TV is really good. Thanks for noticing, Bianca. It's a good TV. A lot of people love coming over here to watch things, especially sports. Even when I watch sports, people do love to come over here to watch sports on their TV. And this box should have all of the Christmas decorations in it. I think. I hope it does. If it's not going to be here, then I don't know where it would be. Oh. The timer's here. That's good. The tree's already up. Right. Does these still work? No, batteries are dead. That's okay. That makes sense. These are little independent lines of Christmas lights. They'll find their own place. Oh yeah. They'll find their place. And the Santas, which this Santa is my favorite Santa. He's a bendy, wobbly Santa. And then this one is also one of my favorite ones, but this is a car decoration. I keep it with the decoration box, but this one goes in my car, and it goes on the internet. He goes back and forth when I'm driving and whatnot. And it's fun to have the Santa in there. I have to remember to take him out to the car with me, which I'll probably just throw him in the car in a second. I don't like to forget about that. It's one of my favorite decorations. Oh, and then we have a Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Well, just so everything can be seen, so you can see it too. And then we've got a lot of snow, a lot of fake snow. This and this, which are used to do the bottom of the tree. Most of the fake snow is used throughout the house in different areas. But here is Santa number 1. This is a very lovely Santa. And this is the Santa that would welcome you into the house. So he goes outside. Where he is outside, well, you'll just have to be your guest to find that out. Yep, and then we have ourselves a Christmas tree, which I don't really know where I got this from or where it showed up. It just was part of my collection at one point in time. We've got more Christmas stuff coming out. If you're just joining us, looks like we're decorating for Christmas tonight. We won't do all the decorating, but we're going to definitely take out as much of it as we can, and we'll probably get things ready to a degree that will be more than appropriate for, the November time frame. Is it too early? Maybe. Maybe it's just right. And we have a lot of fake snow to work with, as you can see. But now I can use this box to put away some of the Halloween stuff, which will be very helpful. But we don't have that much Halloween stuff. Nope, not at all. See? Basically it. Not that much Halloween stuff. You're just joining in. We're just having some fun taking down some Halloween decorations and putting up some Christmas decorations. Getting ready for the holiday season. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for joining. Be sure to check out my channel and check out my profile, maybe follow, watch some of my videos. I like to show people how I do things, just as I'm doing right now, broadcasting myself live. That pretty much does it. Now, actually, I do remember now that I have a specific box that I like to put Halloween decorations. And now I'm back with the box I like to use to put away the Halloween decorations. The skull that was in the bathroom. Yeah, if you were a guest in my house over the holiday season, you would have noticed that I had a skull in the bathroom. It's a nice place to keep a skull. Now this is some of the wrapping paper I have to divide some of the fragile decorations I have, which are this pumpkin next to a mummy, along with a skull, and then we've got another pumpkin, I'll put him away, and a cat. And all of these things should fit, and that is good. Now they are wrapped to a certain degree that just ensures that they survive to be used another season. So I'll pack those guys away. And we got these guys as well, which are just like centerpieces. But this one ends up being used for candy on the coffee table from the TV. Now it's time to move that camera again, because you can't really see me if I'm walking in and out of the frame like that. But first I actually have to pack the rest of these Halloween decorations. Now that I think about it, gotta put some pumpkins, styrofoam pumpkins, inside of this box. They'll find a new home later on when I have a little more time to organize the Halloween decorations back to where they actually belong. But for the time being, it's just faster to put them inside this box. Faster so that I can, deal with this live stream and decorate with you. You want to decorate with me, you can do so. You're probably watching it on your phone. It's a mobile device, so you can walk around and do other things at the same time. You don't have to, but it's an option. If you want to decorate with me, you can decorate at the same time. I don't have a lot of things to put up, now that I really think about it. I thought that I could do this over multiple live streams, but we'll probably finish like 90% of decorating tonight, because it really doesn't take that long to have this few things. So this is the dog and the pumpkins now packed up and they're ready to be put away. Well, now that I have those Halloween decorations put away, I'm actually going to move this camera. We're going to go just over here, just onto this side. And let's see if you can see this corner area. Oh, you can see it. Yes, so right here. So we're going to decorate right here first, and then I'll move on to another section. But this section's the easiest. It really is. So I'm going to just take Santa right here. He's ribbon and coat hanging out. He has a tapping foot, but it doesn't work anymore. No, just kind of stopped working. But I'm just going to spread out the snow. We also have a special bucket right here. I'm just going to leave and make part of the Halloween decoration, or the Christmas decorations. See, this area flattened things of snow. Works in my favor, right? It's fun to decorate for Christmas. And you know, we're still out on some days, but it's nice to get started. And you see, we've got Santa here. Put some more snow over by the modems. The modems actually look a little better during this time of year anyways. The snow really hides them. Yes, hides them well. And we'll add a little bit more snow in the back area right here. That is perfect. See, look at that. That's a winter wonderland right there. We've got Santa just in that spot. Looks like there's some gunk in there. Just gonna get that out of there. Alright. And that's good enough. Yeah, alright, so that finishes that area. I know it's pretty simplified, but I don't have a lot of decorations, so I gotta do it this way. Now we're also gonna extend the legs on this tripod. So just give me 1 second. And almost done. Okay. And let's see. How much of that tree can you see? Oh, good. You can see the tree. So now we're going to just work on the bottom half of the tree. I also have a timer. I should probably get the timer out. Yeah, now this timer, it's a good one. Gets the job done quite easily. I just need to make sure to set it to the proper time, which is 9:49. So, AM period. So it starts at 4 p.m. is when the tree will turn on, and the tree shuts off at 2:30 a.m. So slowly, let's get to 9. There, it's at 9 o'clock. Now I can plug in the tree. This should work. Alright. I'll set it to the on position. That makes sense. And we still have some problems with the tree itself. The top half needs to be colorized, and I think it's a good time for me to actually go to the shed to fix this up. Alright, so I'm going to unplug the tree, just for right now. We're going to finish up the tree first. And when I say we're going to finish the tree first, I mean the bottom half of the tree. I like using the fake snow. And I use these sheets to just cover up some of it. Before I use the fake snow, just in case you can see through the fake snow, you don't see the stand, it could ruin the magic. You know? That's what it's all about. Christmas magic. Alright, so now we have that down. And then I use this big cloth. There we go. And now the Christmas tree has snow at the bottom of its base, which really holds to the decorative theme that we're going on here. And we're going to get last year we had this Santa in the tree. I think we're going to do something different with this Santa this year. But we do have the ornaments. We'll just be placed on the side right now. I'd like to make an actual video of me putting up the ornaments and not do that one live, so you won't get to see me put Christmas ornaments on tonight, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But that does also give you another reason to follow my accounts, to tune in later and to find out what it looks like when I'm putting ornaments on my Christmas tree. Because I'll definitely make a video just about that. And it'll be a short one, of course, but it'll also take me probably an hour to film. So it'll be a fun thing to make, and I'll probably make a very long version that will be for subscribers only, because I will be creating more videos for subscribers only as time goes on. I already have some videos. I'm just trying to figure out how to really use these apps in a sense of having subscriber-only based videos, and then some things that I do that are just for public. we're just going to have some more fun creating more content, and overall, it's just giving you more reason to follow me. You're probably not going to need it if you enjoy me and you want to be entertained. I will be entertaining you more and more as time goes on. Now, we have one more thing that I do want to do with the Christmas tree before I plug it back in. And we only have 3 more decorations out that haven't found a location of where they would go, which is very simple, actually. I think we're just going to do, there's also these decorations too, which this is, what did I do with these last year? Regardless, we're putting those to the side. We're going to put up some of this stuff just to start off, just because like I need this to go somewhere. And it's kind of nice having an ornament be the top of the Christmas tree instead of it being an angel or something. I mean, I'm not really doing the Christmas tree right now, but I am at the same time because we need to get it looking nice and festive. I want my tree to look good. Now I'm going to be right back. I gotta go out to the shed and grab that string of Christmas lights that are covered. I'm back. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being patient. We're just going to be doing some Christmas decorating. We're just going to work on this tree right now. So if you're just joining in, you're just tuning in at the right time. We're going to be putting up some more Christmas lights. Thank you for joining and being part of the live streaming journey. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. I will bring more of my attention to the chat and answer some questions. I haven't been reading it lately, but I just acknowledge that I haven't been, and I do plan on doing so. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw them into the chat. Also, a shout out to Mikey Milwaukee, who's the moderator. Thanks for being here. Thanks for keeping things safe. And if you're on YouTube or on TikTok, regardless of where you are, feel free to follow me and watch my other videos and like and subscribe and share the stream with whoever you think would be entertained with me, Benjamin James Finalizing. Because I am doing this and I am here for you. We're having some fun, and this is just another thing that I'll be doing to hopefully make more content. Make more content. Yes. Hold on. I didn't shut the door all the way. It's always important to shut the door all the way. Now this is a string of lights that may or may not be a good addition, but that one's going to be added, and this one will be added first. Now, it's a net, so because it's a net, this one's going to be added on very simple. But I really want the Christmas tree to have as many lights as possible. It's going to be a dazzling, beautiful arrangement of Christmas lights all over the place. You know that the timer's already plugged in and works perfectly, so we don't need to worry about any of that stuff. We just need to get the Christmas lights on the tree evenly placed out. And we know that this net works perfectly because we did do a test in the shed last night. If you were here for that, thanks for watching and joining back in. It's always nice to have returning viewers. And we're just going to put this around and start doing it around. Now, I want to push in the lights as much as I can. That way, they'll be spread out to a certain degree. It will also make it easy for you to put ornaments on either. Now, it feels stuck, but that's because it is. It was stuck. if I can just get it to hug itself, we are starting to get those Christmas tree lights all good. I can't wait to do this on a real tree. I don't buy a real tree for myself. Trees are really expensive. I don't make enough money to be buying myself a Christmas tree. But my parents always tend to get a Christmas tree, and I used to get put lights on it. And I really actually enjoy putting lights on real Christmas trees. It's a lot more fun. The fake ones, it kind of hurts a little bit. It doesn't feel as right. But a real Christmas tree, when you're putting it on, it feels like, it just feels right. It feels like the right thing to do. It feels like it's what it was made for. But we both know it wasn't made for that. But we are still putting on Christmas tree lights. I'm just going to make sure that the plug is in the right place. Yeah, good. It'll be good as long as I stretch it. Don't want to step on these lights. I spent a long time testing and making sure everything worked. And I want to make sure that everything stays in good condition. I just got to push these lights in all the way. By doing so, they will illuminate the tree better. It'll be looking good as long as I take the time to really make sure they fall in as deep as possible into the tree. So I'm going to try to hide a lot of these stickers and stuff. We've got labels. Yeah, everything is good. I want to get that in deeper. So let's get this on. Okay. Now that's not right, but it will be once I get there. Yeah, it's starting to look good. Starting to be right. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. That's looking good. Let's get more of these lights on. Down over here. See, I've gotten the top half pretty much good. It looks a little messy, but I'll straighten out some of these branches, and then all of a sudden, it looks better, right? It looks good on my perspective, at least. Yes, Christmas lights do look good. It's nice to have these activities. If you're sitting there and being like, oh, I'm going to do some Legos, well, I could do Legos whenever. But Christmas stuff, I'm going to do that one time a year. But I guess I could do it whenever. I mean, no one's really stopping me from decorating in the middle of March, except for society where people would judge you. But hey, each their own, and some people would be understanding. So now that I have that in, I gotta get across. So put these all the way over to the side. And the ground. That's gonna be good and ready to be used. Now I've gotta make sure this also gets used as well, so it keeps cleaning. First, put in more of these lights. There we go. Now that's looking good. Now I'm feeling good about this. I hope you're feeling good about it too. I think we're spreading them out the right amount. It's going to be hard to take off these lights. I can feel it. And it's only because, well, yeah, I mean, it's some meta lights, so if I forget that they're meta lights, it's definitely not going to be easy. But if I remember that it's a meta lights, then it's going to be easy. Just to take them off, though. It's kind of hidden, that there are meta lights. When you're looking at them inside of this tree, it's probably not going to be incredibly obvious. It'll just look like they're Christmas lights pushed up against a tree. Which, all we're doing is we're pushing them all the way in to try to get them as centered as possible within the tree's base area. Giving them an even spread to make sure that the lights will be visible. But not too clumped up. That's what you don't want. You don't want them to be clumped. You want them to be spread out. And that's what we're going for right now. We're making sure that they're being pushed in, but they can also be spread out. So they look like they're properly put in instead of, just thrown. And it's stuck there. But I don't want to just be there. I want to be back here. So pushing them in. Perfect. Oh, this feels good. This feels right. I think we are ready. I could add more lights on. Do you want to though? I think we should. Let's just do it. Let's see how many lights we can go on this tree. So, we're going to do this string too. I'm just going to start over here. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And this one, same type of thing. Trying to get them in nice and deep. Don't want them to be too close to the top. And I think actually there was something I learned about this string of lights when I was testing them outside. I think these ones are the ones that aren't completely lit everywhere and then maybe be caught or something. There's something wrong with the photo, definitely. But we are just doing a back and forth motion. And actually we're going to really put some back and forth. Back and forth, there we go. Just a layer as much as possible. Do underneath branches, do above branches, a little bit of both, right? Makes it so then they'll be covered better, and we've got a lot more of a color range. We've got white lights, we've got colored lights, and we've got red and green lights being used. Those are the strands of lights that we're using right now. Last year, we did just a white light tree, which is cool to a certain extent, but it's always great having colors in the tree, because the colors sometimes make it feel more festive. I mean, honestly, it's not Christmas without a lot of beautiful colors. Very, very colorful holiday. At least in my opinion. And since you're watching my live stream, of course you're going to be hearing my opinion. Except for my opinion on some things. I try to keep it lighthearted opinions, not too hard to feel, And we got a lot of lights on this tree right now. This is the string, I think, needs to be tight in order to even light up. So we're see if that's good enough. I'm feeling good about this. I hope you are too. I haven't read any of the comments. I don't know how many people have joined to be part of this live stream, but I do see I'm still live on TikTok and on YouTube. I appreciate you dropping in and being part of the live stream. We're going to be lighting up the tree now, and we just put more Christmas lights on it to make it so that it will be perfectly lit up for the holiday season. We won't be putting ornaments on it tonight, but if you have been watching, now's that time that we'll plug it in. So thanks for watching and being part of the live stream. Don't forget to push like, don't forget to follow, and don't forget to be part of the community. Just write down things in the chat. Just be part of what we're doing right here. Right now, let's see how the tree turned out. All right, and I went back into the timer. And I don't know if everything's on, but I know that it looks good in my opinion so far. And I'm just talking from the opinion of looking at how I've shoved in the lights. It's still a very heavy white light tree, which is okay. It's not that big of a deal. But it feels like I've got to just drop back and look at it from where you're looking at it. Feels like I still got to get this area more lit up. I guess that string of lights is still not great. Can you tell that there's Christmas lights up here at the top of the tree? Really feels like it's just the bottom half that's lit up, but we've got Christmas lights, many colors, throughout. Maybe push it forward. I feel like I did the best I could. I still feel like this part of the tree's too dark. It's because it is too dark. It's not just me. Nope. Let's get more out. Now you can see a little bit more of the green, at least. Or I can. I don't know if you can see it, actually. It looks like it's a little different on your stream. Anyways, regardless, we're having some fun doing some Christmas decorations, but we're finishing up the Christmas decorations. We'll just put Sam right here at the top of the tree. He's dancing his life away, having the best time of his life. That really ties together the Christmas tree, having a beat of Santa right there. I'm just gonna move this live stream. To right here, because now I can just sit down. We can continue on with this live stream. I guess I'm gonna stay up for a little longer. I see it's already 10 o'clock, but hey, you know what? I got some energy, and I feel like staying on for a little longer. I also see I need to read a whole bunch of comments on both YouTube and on TikTok. It looks like people have been chit-chatting. It's nice to have all you people here. Well, on YouTube, not so much. On TikTok, should just see what's going on. We're gonna just adjust this tripod. And get it more level with me. Get my foot out from underneath the tripod. So then I don't trip over it or end up kicking over the tripod. Now, what time do I wake for work? Regardless of what I'm doing, usually I try to wake up at 6 to double check my phone just because I'm on call a lot of the time. So that doesn't mean I always know what time I need to be at work. A good example is a couple weeks ago, I was sent a text at like 4:30 a.m. to see if I could get to work at 7. So I just need to be mindful. My phone's usually on, and I'm trying to make sure to take any of the freelancing gigs that are offered to me. And really, honestly, this is just life of a freelancer. It's a very frustrating life, though. You don't ever know if you're really going to make the amount of money you need to make every month. Even though I applied to work full-time with one job, they still want to leave me as a freelancer. And then the rest of my jobs are mainly within the entertainment industry, which is consistently not supplying enough work and doing layoffs. Like today they announced that they'll be laying off a whole bunch of people that worked at CNN. So layoffs are a thing. It's also why I'm broadcasting myself live on TikTok and on YouTube, because I'm making sure to create multiple revenues for myself and to expose myself in multiple ways so I can make money in the entertainment industry. And before, it was more of a traditional stance of where I wanted to be and how I wanted to put myself into the entertainment industry. But in these last couple of years, it just kind of looks like it's pretty dumb of me not to stream myself live and not to make my own content on both TikTok and on YouTube. Because, you never know where things are going to turn, and it kind of feels to me like things are going in an unpredicted manner, and before it was taboo so it would affect me a lot if people found out that I was posting a lot of videos, and if I was going live on TikTok or on YouTube. Like 5 years ago, people would have seen that as a reason not to hire me. Now people see that as like they don't care anymore. They care less. They used to care a lot more before, and it used to really make it so then people were not seen as 100%. Like, it's basically like if you're a social media star, you can't be in the film industry. But it's a weird thing. It's very difficult to explain, but there was a line that was trying to be drawn in the sand by people that don't really understand technology. So like the older people that work in the industry were trying to draw a contrast between being like an influencer and a famous person, when really, in reality, they are the same thing. They are both famous people. We just are redrawing these lines and recategorizing how entertainment works, and that's due to how these apps have affected everything on YouTube and on TikTok. People watch entertainment differently, so the studios have to shift how they even define themselves and what type of content they're making. They're mainly making stuff for streaming now, not for broadcast television. But I'm going to be looking through the chat and see if there's any questions that I have not answered that people have been saying. It looks like American Pie. What I cook for dinner. Your glasses are awesome. Hey, thanks, Space Cadet 407, for saying my glasses look awesome. I do appreciate that. If you're still here, I love having you here, and I appreciate your positive energy. What did I cook for dinner? I cooked myself some linguine, along with some corn and some tuna, mixed with some banana peppers. And it came out really nice. It was very delicious. I enjoyed drinking and eating the meal that I had. I only had water, but I really enjoyed that one. It was some delicious water. I don't know about you, but water gets me. Some people don't even drink water at all. They just don't like it. Let's see what other things are saying. Miss Rose said something about user blah, 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 and this is what it is for dessert as well. You remind me of the actor from Jingle All the Way, Ted? Who's Ted? Yeah, I have candy in my pocket. Yeah, it's that time where you're going to watch me eat some candy. It's Halloween candy, but it was in my pocket. It's warmer now. It's chocolate that's been warmed up. See, it's not too warm, but just right. I know how to do it. Some people keep chocolate in their pockets and it gets too melted and they can't eat it. I'm the guy that knows how to keep chocolate in his pocket just long enough before he eats it without it being too melted. But thanks for saying you were reminded by me as an actor, I guess. Anyone ever see American Pie? I have. And it would... Oh, I look like the dad from American Pie. Eugene Levy? Thanks for saying that. Just me, the Flash. And Kelly Hartman. Don't forget the doormat. Oh, that was a while ago. Hey, Benji from Kidda Chip. Hey, nice to have you here. I hope you're still watching. Oh, maybe I already answered these questions. Who is this? It's a
Monkey covering his eyes. Place name and backstory stuff. From Danny. Love it. Oh, good. You love the tree. Sarah, we just finished eating dinner not too long ago. I did make a linguine, which was a pasta, and some tuna. And also had corn. I missed it. It was very delicious. I don't have any more left. I ate all of it. And I successfully cooked for one, which is hard to do sometimes. Cold water is so refreshing. Snacks are happening right now. We're still chilling. Thanks for joining on YouTube and on TikTok. It's been 150 minutes and 42 seconds on both devices. And love doing it, and I've been having a good time. I hope you have too. We're going to stream for a little longer. I'm going to eat some of these snacks right here. Thanks for pushing like, and thanks for being part of the community. If you haven't already, feel free to follow or subscribe and be part of the community. And watch videos that I make on a daily basis. I make a whole bunch of videos. In fact, I make so many videos that I don't even know when to post them sometimes. These are your favorite fruit snacks, Joe? Because they are mine too. Welch's are the way to go. I've made multiple videos about Welch's. And I also used to make a really mean fruit snack salad, which has Welch's and Gushers. And it's something that you bring to like a party or that you serve to guests. Now, I buy a whole bunch of Welch's and I buy a whole bunch of Gushers, and I just get a bowl, and I put them in there, mix them about, and, you know, honestly, it's a great dish. If you haven't had it before, I highly recommend it. I don't really want to make a video about making it because it would be like a sponsor video in some ways. I'd be advertising for you to be able to... Have you had the ones with real juice inside? Yes, I have, and they're too intense. They're like Gushers, but they are not, like, as gooey. But, man, it took me forever to open this up. But Jewel, you're right about the Welch's that have like the juicy inside ones, but it is basically a Gusher. And Gushers are too good. They are so good. Powdered, sour powder. Sour powder, well, they sell Gushers on here that are just put into sour powder. I actually should check that out. I should try that too. Thanks, Joe, for being active in the chat and throwing that out there. I like seeing it. And it's really hard for me to eat Welch's slowly. Sometimes I just want to put the whole bag in my mouth at once. It doesn't always make that much sense. I do need water. And we're going to move this again so I can watch TV. And I'm going to wrap up the live stream while I'm watching things. And you can see me eat some more and drink some more water. And then we're going to call it a night. Best of ways. Or I could stay out here and I could just keep watching TV and start to relax and get ready for the next day. But I do need to make sure to put myself to sleep by at least midnight so we could stay on for a little longer. I'd love to see you make a video trying to sour the candy. Yeah, I'll do it. Thanks for the idea, Joel. I'll do it. You don't need to ask me twice. Yeah, sour Gushers, that does sound nice. Alright, I am going to be right back. I just need to grab some water. I appreciate you being part of the live stream. Sorry for stepping away for a second, but I just need to grab some more water and some remotes. And we'll continue this live stream. So just bear with me, and I'm sorry I'm leaving the screen for right now, but I guarantee I'll be back. I don't like leaving the shot when I've set it up to live stream. It just feels rude to me. So I'm just apologizing because I don't understand why I would leave to begin with, but I do actually need to go grab water. I'm just not going to walk around with a tripod. No, it takes forever to set up the tripod at the height that I really want it to be at, and at least this spot. But later on, when I have more of a versatile, transportable tripod setup, you'll just walk with me. And that will happen. So if you keep watching me and you subscribe, I definitely will harness these to myself at one point in time. where they will be able to be around here, and they'll just move with me. I know, right? I can already do it, I just haven't done it yet. I'm still in the ring now, so you can hear me, and you can see me. Also grabbing my chargers, we're out to going to the room to charge these devices. Notes, TVs, cell phone. Oh, this is also that time of the day where I can take off my shoes. Man, I don't want people to get confused with the type of stream this is. So, I'm just going to take my shoes off down over here. You can't see any feet stuff, but I'm not paying for it, so that's that. Also, there is another decoration that's up on the kitchen island, and it's this Christmas tree. You saw me put up a whole bunch of other decorations, but you didn't really see me do the Christmas of the island, which has that fake Christmas tree. There's a couple things I need to kind of clean up a little bit. And now it's time for me to get more of that water. First. Just hop on it, so I should be keeping myself well hydrated. And the beer makes some great water. Now you can see me. Oh, it's fantastic. It's nice to be seen. Yeah, you can see me doing it just on TikTok, not on YouTube. On YouTube, you can't see me at all. But on TikTok, you got the refrigerator over there. I'm not even out of the sheet. But I am getting to that point of the day where I can start taking off some of these layers, maybe get into the pajamas. I really want to go get in my pajamas. That I could be really down for, but the vest is already unbuttoned. Just looking at my phone, trying to see if there's anything I really need to respond to. But the water is now filled. That can go down here. I believe I have a bunch of candy in my pocket still. I was originally going to eat the candy throughout the live stream, but you know, it just kind of ended up staying in my pocket. And that's okay too. I got a Butterfinger, one Rolo, box of Milk Duds, and some Welch's left. Now that's a dessert right there. It's not too much either, but it's just the right amount. Sometimes, you know, you can overdo it with some dessert, but not this time. No, not this time. It's weird I said that. Mainly this guy. A lot of people say I eat too much peanut, which is true. I do eat a lot of peanut. But too much? Who's judging me?
yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I went and got in my pajamas. I'm gonna show off a little bit of lights too. And that's that. We're ready to just relax. Oh, I still got my candy. Sat down too fast. My Butterfinger, my Rolo. What other was there? Am I missing something? Nah, you guys already know if I'm really missing something. I got 4 pieces of candy on. You thought the stream was frozen? Food especially. Nice to see people are getting along and hanging out together, and along with me here on the chat as well. We're just gonna have some fun and watching a little bit of TV. If you haven't started to relax tonight, you probably should start to wind down. It's 10:30 here in East California, and you know, as you go further, I mean, it's earlier in Hawaii, but if you're in the East Coast, it's way later for you. So, you know, we're just right now what we're about is just relaxing and getting to the end of our day. At least in this house right now. And if you're watching this live stream, I'm encouraging you to take that next step in your day and just get in your pajamas, get ready for bed, you know, if you can, and you're done working or you're done doing what you need to do. It's time to relax and maybe get some candy. You can eat candy together, you know. I need winter holiday pajama pants for lounging. Chill, you don't have winter holiday pajama pants for lounging? I mean, I'm wearing my holiday pajama pants for lounging right now. This is red and green designed, so it is definitely, you know what, you reminded me of one thing that I actually would like to do. I'm gonna go get my holiday sweatshirt out, because it's that time of year. Instead of wearing the Saturday Night Live sweatshirt to bed, I'll start wearing my holiday sweatshirt, which is a holiday sweatshirt that I spent $75 on 3 years ago. So I need to get my wear and tear out of it and start really wearing it. I pay $2K per month in child support. What? You do? Just Me the Flash? That's crazy. That's a lot. But then again, you want your kids to grow up right, so I guess that's good, but where's the money for the pajama pants? Well, that's a different person. But still, 2K is a lot of money. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna switch to a festive holiday sweatshirt. So get ready for this. This is definitely something you'd want to see. If you've been watching and you're really itching to see what type of festive holiday sweatshirt I have, just wait for 1 second. It's only gonna take me, actually I should think where it is first before I get up. You know when you put something away and you know that you really only wear it when it's that time of year, you put it in a specific place to kind of keep it out of the way. After you've washed it, you really put it in a nice place so then it's ready to go when that holiday season comes around. I haven't lived here for that long, so I feel like I think I know where it is. And let's see how long this takes me. If it takes me longer than 5 minutes, I'm just going to come back. And we'll just find it another day. But if I could find it, it'll be worth it. All right, let's do this.
and it was found, and it is on now. And now, I'm in my holiday sweatshirt. Now, this holiday sweatshirt cost me $75 when I went to Disneyland in 2022. And I'm still getting the money out of it, really honestly. I bought it because I really wanted a holiday sweatshirt that was Disney themed. And I just really wanted to buy something at Disneyland because I used to feel different when I went to Disneyland. Now I just feel like Disneyland just wants all your money. But I got this back in the day. Yeah, abandonment issues. Hopefully I didn't leave for too long. I did find it. Yeah, thanks for liking it, Joel. I mean, it did serve its purpose overall. It's very festive. We got Mickey Mouse with a candy cane, and the Mickey Mouse that you can copyright now, or that you can make because the copyright's up on that one. But the Disney company's still the Disney company, and they're still around. And that just means that like you really probably can still get questioned by them. They kind of control it, right? And that's okay. That's not that big of a deal. Regardless, right now I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch as I'm relaxing. I'm in my festive holiday sweatshirt, in my pajamas as well. Getting ready for bed, but also wanting to just chill online and find something good to watch and call it a day. Jewel, pajamas are one of my favorite things to get for Christmas. That's a great thing to know. Yeah, that is actually a really great thing to get for Christmas. The pajamas that they sell all throughout the Christmas. You're just tuning in on YouTube and on TikTok. There's different things being said in the chat, and I'm answering and reading out from questions best I can. If you have more questions to ask, feel free to do so. It's nice to have you here. Please feel free to follow. Be part of the community by conversing with the community in the chat, of course. Keep it civil. We've got Mikey Milwaukee here moderating. Mikey's doing a great job. Thanks, Mikey, once again. He is a great moderator, and he is a moderator that loves to do it across platforms. He'll moderate on anything. If you need him to help you out, probably send a message. He might be willing to do so. He's a great moderator, and I highly recommend him. He's also a good friend. So that on top of that is a good thing as well. But he does like to moderate on all sorts of different live streams. How is he always here? He's not. He's not always here. He wasn't here. Joe, you were here when I got flagged and that thing happened a couple days ago. He wasn't here though when that happened. So he's not always here, but he tries to always be here. But he did miss out on the, I think it was the restricted due to African American thing or whatever, which did, I think the more time that goes by, it does look like it's some sort of thing that's happening right now with people being able to add it into the comments, and it seems pretty legitimate, but it is not TikTok. It is just some guy trolling. So we're gonna just leave it at that. I'll make a video addressing that on top of the video I made previously. So then, there's some clarity for it, because I see people every once in a while interact in the comments, and I feel like people that are just chiming in are missed it already. It's in the past. But, things just kind of live on the internet for quite a while. Yeah, I'm sorry it happened too. I don't think it was real. I really don't know. I'm waiting for more time to go by, for more information to be out. But it sounds like it was happening to other people too. And I just don't feel like TikTok's that dumb. No one's that dumb to be racially identified. Well, maybe. People are pretty dumb these days. I don't know. Is it? How far behind am I? Some of these shows, I just don't have the time to watch all this stuff. Or the attention span. It's best that I just broadcast myself live. I'm all over the place anyways. It's nice to have all you people here, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. If you've been watching the whole time, I really appreciate you. We've done some cooking. We've done some Christmas decorating. We've even done some eating. Some dinner eating. The best type of eating. Well, actually, the best type of eating is lunch eating, because sandwiches are a lunch thing. Sandwiches are my favorite. What's your guys' favorite foods or favorite types of meals? Like I love sandwiches. I think sandwiches are great, and I would make sandwiches all the time. If I could, I'd eat sandwiches for every meal, but I really shouldn't. No, it's not. It's not right. Oh yeah, there's a new episode of Shrinking. A whole new season of Shrinking that I need to watch. Silo has a season premiere this Friday, which if you don't watch Silo on Apple TV, well, you're really missing out. That's a really crazy show. And it's apocalyptic crap again, more apocalyptic stuff. Looks like I'm pretty caught up in that crap. Saturday night? Oh yeah, they made a movie about Saturday Night Live, which I don't know if that's a great thing. You're cooking a lot of Korean food lately. Well, Joe, that does sound good. Sounds hearty. Mostly stews? Wait, it's cold as hell where? Joe, where are you? If you don't mind me asking. I mean, it's not really the cold. Well, it is starting to get cold, so I guess you could be in a number of places. Oh, right, near Seattle. Yeah, you're from Washington State. Right, that does make sense. Yeah, I've only been to Seattle for like a day, and then I went to Spokane, Washington for I think 4 or 5 days, because my sister was going to college out there, and we went for a whole week to Washington State to look at some stuff and to settle her into her college. It was really actually it was fun doing that stuff when I was growing up. There were some really great colleges that my sisters went to. My middle sister, or one of my middle sisters, went to Elon University, and it's not named after like Elon Musk, it's just called Elon University, and it was really fun to go and like settle her into her place, because there's like a train that runs through campus, and there's not even like a fence up to block you from the tracks or anything. Just the train just goes straight through campus, and that's just crazy to me. But hey, that's how it is on the East Coast. Train tracks everywhere, all over the place. I mean, this is America. There are train tracks all over the place. We might not have a high-speed rail, but we have the most tracks laid than anywhere else in the world. We have the most railroad tracks all over the place, because we went through like a railroad boom where we were laying down railroad tracks all over America, everywhere. You can get all over America on a railroad track. The only thing is a lot of them are privately owned freight tracks, so you can't use them for public transit, but it's a true fact. It's just, I guess, something random in there, but the fact that we have so many railroad tracks and no high-speed rail always confuses me. I've gone through one platform. This is kind of the process of me finding something to watch. I go through multiple platforms to try to decide what I want to watch, and then most of the time I just end up on something I've seen already, or late night TV, which late night TV is good, but it's not as funny as it used to be. It used to be way funnier. Oh, thanks for the likes. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Everyone's come in and pushed liked and followed and been part of the live stream. It's been a lot of fun doing it, and I appreciate the attention overall, because I love attention, especially at the end of the day. Now we've got to see what's on Paramount. We don't really have to see what's on anything. I just like to see what's on these things. And just going to adjust this a little bit more. We're getting to the point to where I'm going to stop streaming live on YouTube, but I'm going to stay live on TikTok. So if you do want to keep watching me, the dysfunctionality of the Paramount app. very laggy and all over the place. I don't want to be on this app anymore. No, we're getting off the Paramount app. We're not going to check what's on there. I already feel like its lagginess is going to frustrate me. But let's see what's on the Netflix app. Yeah, that's a promising app to see if there's something to watch on there. But back to what I was saying. If you want to keep watching my live stream, unfortunately, I'm going to be cutting it off on Netflix, but I'm going to be cutting it off on YouTube. I'm going to stay live on TikTok for at least another 15 minutes. But if you really want to keep watching me, you just got to switch on over to TikTok. I apologize, but my live stream is put under more scrutiny when I'm on YouTube. And if I have things on in the background that have copyright infringement, YouTube's going to notice and YouTube's going to flag it. YouTube's also going to tell me I need to adjust it. But on TikTok, they don't seem to care as much. But on YouTube, they really have a strict policy with it, so I'm going to be stopping my live stream on YouTube so I can watch some things. And on TikTok, if you want to be able to see me react to what I'm watching, you have to go over to TikTok. But on TikTok, I'll stay live here a little bit longer. And of course, we'll do what I normally like to do, which is reading the stats on how well the YouTube stream did. Yeah, I know, right? If you haven't seen me do it before, you're going to see me do it now. Regardless, I appreciate everyone who's taking the time to tune in, especially on YouTube, because YouTube's the one I'm talking to right now, saying I hope you have a great night, because I'm wrapping up this live stream. I hope you have a fantastic one, and be sure to tune in later and see more of what I do live. You can also just subscribe to my account and watch all of my videos, and you could just maybe be a part of the community. If you want, feel free to like and comment things, share what you want, and be sure to tune in next time when I go live again here on YouTube. I'm also doing it on TikTok, but talking specifically to you, YouTube, it's been great being live tonight. And if you want to tune in again later on, tomorrow's another day that I'll try to go live again. So if you want to see me again, you can be sure to do so just by following me and checking my account. You can also watch all the videos that I have up that are basically like This Is How videos. And I'll be sure to go live again. So be sure to check me out and be part of the community and watch me go live. If you want, I'm going to be here for you. So that's it for the YouTube stream. Thanks again for watching. Once again, like, subscribe, and share the profile and be part of the community. And I'll be back again later on. So if you want to watch me go live, that'll be an option. It's something you could do again, all you people out on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great night. Get a good night's sleep and take care of yourself, and I'll see you on Wednesday if you decide to tune in and watch me go live again. Have a great night, everyone on YouTube. But once again, if you also want to watch me still, I'm live still on TikTok, so just flip on over. But have a great night and take care.